Peter, you can unmute now.
This is the last week of Scratch. So what we're going to do now is we are going to learn about just basic variables, how to use variables and how to do some mathematical operations and stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to make our program just repeat, but we're going to learn about, first of all, how to, how do I say this, make it run randomly and stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to make our Edison just maybe beep. We're going to make it beep any random number of time between 1 and 10. So, yeah, just make it beep between 1 and 10. So what we're going to do is we're going to get the event here. We're going to get the, we will get the control. And then normally, I'm just going to make it like, maybe let's just do this here. So we'll make play a C note and such. Okay, so this will make it run normally 10 times. So I'm just going to set this up and try to get this running. I'm going to set this up and program this. Okay, now it's connecting. We're basically playing 4 times, 5 times, 6 times, 7 times, 8 times, 9 times, and 10 times. What we're going to do is we're going to make things much more fun. We're going to spice things up a little bit. So we're going to replace this. If you go to operators, you can do this here. We'll make things run between 1 and 10 times. Okay, so what we're going to do is you're going to make it run a random number of times. Oh yes, the link. Okay, this is the link here. You all should know what link to enter for Edison at this point now. This is week 6. Yeah, please try to keep up with everything we've done so far. Okay, so if we try setting this up now, what we're going to do is here. We're going to program this again. This time, I actually don't know how many times the program will run. It could be between 0 or 10 times. Sorry, it could be between 1 and 10 times. So it could be 7, it could be 3, it could be 5. Every time it runs, it will be different. So after programming this, I'm going to try playing this. Okay? So let's play. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, you only played 3 times. But if I play this again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, okay, so you only played 3 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, so play 10 times this time around. So yeah, it plays any random number of times. Harrison?
Am I allowed to demonstrate?
You're going to demonstrate? Please demonstrate. Please follow Harrison's lead and try to demonstrate. That's to help you stand out and succeed in this class. So follow Harrison's example. Don't be shy. Okay, Harrison, let's play.
That went 1 time. Wow.
Yeah, so it's very random. You press it again. How many times?
6, 7. That was 7. 2,
3, 4, 5.
Ten.
Okay, so it's random. See, so you played 1 time, 6 times, or 10 times. Perfect. Good job, Harrison.
Yep.
See, perfect. Exactly. Thank you very much, Harrison. Awesome. Okay, Monisha. Manisha, and then Brandon.
Where did you get the repeat random number between? I know where random number between 1 to 10.
Oh, repeat is just in control. Yeah.
Oh,
And then you put the random number in between this box here.
oh,
That's how you do it.
thanks.
Thank you, Manisha. Okay, Brandon, do you want to demonstrate? You raise your hand for us a bit. You want to demonstrate?
Okay.
Yeah, sure. 2,
3,
3,
4, 4 times.
4. Awesome. You press play again.
2,
2,
3,
3,
4,
4.
4 again.
Okay, 4 times. 4 again. Then you press it one more time. Maybe it will change. Or stay the same.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9.
Okay, see, awesome. So it plays 4, 4, and 9 times. Awesome. So make things play at random. Awesome. Good job, Brandon. So this is done just to make things randomized. You make things add some more variety. So when you play or when you run Edison, you add some randoms and you won't know what will happen. And that will make things very fun. Awesome. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we are going to use math to help us, what's it called, run our program. So let's just maybe set our Edison program just to drive for maybe like, actually, no, let's make it spin. Let's make it spin. Spin 360 degrees. And make it spin full speed. Let's try that. But now, the thing is like, okay. So now let's do this here. We have wait 1 second here. We're gonna make it wait 3 seconds. Okay, let's just make it wait 3 seconds. And then when we do something else, we'll make it run slightly longer. So I'm just gonna program this here. Program this here. Okay, I need to program this again here. Okay, so now what it's gonna do now is going to wait 3 seconds, then spin. 1, 2, 3. Oh, sorry. 1, 2, 3. That is strange. Okay. Well, I believe my battery is out, so I need to replace the battery. But let's just do something else. When you don't have the battery, you will not be able to spin. So I'm just going to replace this with just a sound. So we might not do movement today. We'll do sound. Instead. So let's try doing a thing here. We'll wait for 3 seconds, and then we will make a sound. Let's try this here. So let me just find this here. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna wait 3 seconds, 2, 3, and it'll make a sound. Yeah, so you make it wait 3 seconds, then make a sound. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're going to find a way, an alternate way, to make it play 3 seconds as well. The thing is, like, how many milliseconds are in a second just before we start? Does anyone know how many milliseconds are in a second? Okay, I think someone mentioned this in the chat. 60. That's a good guess, but that's not the answer. Luca,
100.
Close. Close. That is close. In the right direction. Harrison. Harrison, you there? Okay. Mohammed.
1,000.
Okay. Spot on. Good job, Mohammed. Awesome. Okay. So the thing is, we can't type 1,000. So how are we going to do this? We're going to use mathematics. So here we're going to do is we are going to use math. So here, if you want to do 1 second, you just do 1 times by 1,000. Okay. Just make us wait 1 second here. So now let's try running this. Let's try running this. Okay, so now need to make us wait 1,000. So 1 second. So now let's try. Okay, so there's a challenge. How can I make this wait 5 seconds? If you know that 1 second is equals to 1,000 milliseconds, how do I make this wait for 5 seconds? Luca?
You write in the first square 5.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Good. Thank you
And
very much.
then the other circle, 5,000.
Are you sure 5,000? So what is 5 times by 1,000?
5,000.
So yeah, so 5,000 will be 5 seconds. But yeah, that's a good guess. Thank you very much, Luca. Okay, awesome. So now let's try. Let's see, run and wait for 5 seconds here before running. Okay, so now let's see what happens. Let's play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Now it plays after 5 seconds. Awesome. Okay, so you can either thumbs up or thumbs down. If I change this to 1,000, I change this to 5, will this make a difference? If it will, put a thumbs up. If it not, put a thumbs down. If you think this is different, if you think this is going to change, then put a thumbs up. Otherwise, put a thumbs down. Well, it works if you have cameras on. But yeah, can you guess if it will make a difference? Type in the chat or raise your hand if you think this will make a difference or not. Okay, yeah, Chris, you put a thumbs down. Okay. Okay, let's see what happens. I'm just going to program this. Program this. And then what we're going to do is we are going to program this. We're going to run this. Okay, so now what we're going to do. Okay, so you wait 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it's the same. It waits for 5 seconds. Okay, so give you a challenge. Please do this, but make it, but using this, but then make it like wait for like 3 seconds. Make it run and wait for 3 seconds again. And when you're done and ready, raise your hand and demonstrate. I'll turn on my camera so it will look like that you're doing this on your own, not having me around and stuff. So I'll turn on my camera and my microphone. When you're ready, raise your hand and yeah. Remember, your task is just to make it run and wait for 3 seconds only before playing the note. You can make it do other things apart from playing a note, but you have to wait for 3 seconds, not 5 seconds, but 3 seconds. So I'll give you some time, only 2 more minutes. And then if you're done, please raise your hand and demonstrate. Okay, I've given you enough time now already. Does anyone want to demonstrate? Okay, all you have to do, if you don't know, all you have to do is press 3 and it will make it wait for 3 seconds. So what we're going to do now is we are going to try running this here and see what happens. Hi, Brendan, you want to demonstrate? Or do you push? Yeah, Brendan, you. Okay, let's. So can you say again? Do it again. Okay, so that was well 3 seconds, right?
Yes.
Awesome, brilliant, Brendan. Good job, Brendan. Awesome. So that's how you do it for 3 seconds and stuff. Now, what we're going to do is we are going to do variables and stuff. So what we're going to do is we are going to, let's say, repeat 10 times. So, okay, Harrison, do you want to demonstrate or? Harrison, you there?
My internet wasn't working, so I missed a couple things.
Oh, that's fine. We were just so we were just converting this. You probably were here. If you do 3 times by 1,000, you'll make 3,000 milliseconds. and that will be equivalent to waiting for 3 seconds. So hope that makes
Okay.
sense. There you have it. Okay, so now what we're going to do now is we are going to make it say, play this sound 10 times. Play this sound 3 times and stuff. So normally you do this here. You play the sound probably like around 10 times and stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to make it, okay, so we're going to make this, what we call, we're going to make this repeat itself loop. This is basically a program that makes a loop 10 times. So I'm just going to program this. Just going to make this run 10 times. Yeah. This is what happened. Yeah. Okay. So it's going to make this run 10 times. Okay. So that's the first thing here. Yep, sorry. How's it? Yep. Running program can start. Yep, spin the book Harrison. Okay, Brandon, how about you? Awesome, good job, Brandon. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna make this run. We're gonna do the exact same thing. We're gonna do the exact same thing, but this will be another way of doing it. This will be very useful later on because when you go to what to call EdPython and stuff, this will not be actively available. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna try adding some more control into this. So we want to make this loop 10 times here. I'm going to make it loop 10 times. So when we start, what we're going to do is we are going to, how do I say this? We are going to do this thing for variables. So we're going to make a variable here. So if you go to data, we're going to make a variable. We're going to call it loop count. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a variable called loop count. So loop count. So if you go to data and make variables, we're going to create something called loop count. You have some?
What is the variable supposed to do?
Okay, you find out in a little bit what the variable is supposed to do, but pretty much it allows you to store. It pretty much allows you to store numbers or store values, and you will use them later and such. So yeah, so that's pretty much what you do. I'll explain how we're going to use this, but at least the first step is how to establish and create this. So you make sure you create a variable here, and you type a name. You can also manage variables. You can delete or you can rename and stuff. So maybe you can loop count, you can confirm, you'll change the name, but I'd rather rename it to just purely loop count. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we are going to actually utilize it now. Okay, so now what we're going to do is first of all, just maybe we are just going to first of all learn how to use this. Yeah. So first of all, this is just one way how to use this. This is just a remedial step first. we're going to set loop count to 10. And then we will change repeat loop count by 10. And then what we can do afterwards is we're going to play a beep or something. I'm going to play beep 10 times. The thing is, the issue is like, I'll explain why we should use variables. Because if you want to change what's it called? Let's just say if you want to change something to 20, everything to 20, you need to change everything to 20. Or if you mess up a number, you might have something repeat 20 times, one thing repeat 23 times. Or if you want to repeat only 5 times, you have to do every single instances. You have to change it. But if you use a variable here, you only have to use it once. Okay, so this is an example here. So what we're going to do is we are going to make it like repeat only 10 times here and 10 times here, or 5 times here, 5 times here. You know. So yeah. Before we continue, Manisha, do you have any question?
Where did you get the variables from?
Variables you get from here. So you go to data. You can make a variable here. So I'm just going to annotate this.
So click on make a variable. What do I do?
So you go to data, make a variable, you type it in and then press enter. So here, for example, here, you type a variable here, and then say loop count, and then you just create a variable here. Okay? So yeah, so that should be how you do it. Okay? So this should be just a good starting point here. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to make everything run 5 times here. So make it like beep times note 5 times. And make it play beep 5 times. Let's see what happens. Okay, so let's try that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It'll play the beep 5 times as well. So yeah, so that's pretty much that step. Harrison?
Mine's ready to be played.
Let's just see what you've done, Harrison.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Awesome. Good job, Harrison. Awesome. Okay, Brendan? Okay, yep, I can hear you play 5 times. Yep, awesome. Good job, Brendan. Awesome. Okay, so now, okay, so the thing is, like, the beautiful things of variable is like, actually, I'll ask a question. How do I make this play not for and also the beep play only 3 times? You can the traditional, the old way, you can do just type 3 and type 3. But let's just say hypothetically, you have a whole bunch of these, you know? You have a whole bunch of these variables and stuff, you know? You have to, if you want to change it to 3, you have to change for every single one, you know? Or if you change it to 6, you do 6, 6, 6, and then maybe you forget to change it here. You know? This will get really annoying. However, okay, Monisha, do you want to guess? You know?
So you could put them all into one big repeat with repeat 3 times.
Exactly.
So keep the other repeats.
Yep, awesome. Thank you very much, Manisha. Thank you very much. Great answer, Manisha. Harrison, did you also want to say something?
You would at the top you would set the loop count to whatever number you wanted it to be.
Yeah,
So
Okay.
you could set it to 3 if you wanted to.
exactly. And then now you just use loop count. And every single time it says a repeat. Precisely. Awesome. Good job, Harrison. Thank you, Harrison. Awesome. So every time you change one thing, it changes everything. So that's the beautiful thing of having a variable here. So let's just take this out just to make it simpler. So now let's try running this. Okay, let's try running this now. So it's going to run everything. So let me just try. Okay, so what we're going to do, press play. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Awesome. And if I change this to say 7, you make it say 7 times. Brendan, I'll give back to you. Be ready to demonstrate after I finish the demonstration here. Yep. So now let's try running this here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so yeah, it pretty much does everything in one go. Hopefully you can see how powerful variables can be. Awesome. Harrison?
Can I test it?
Sure. Really? Exactly how it's supposed to be run. Thank you, Harrison. Okay, Brendan, how about you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, awesome. Brilliant work, Brendan. Looks really cool. Thank you, Brendan. Awesome. So now we can. So what we can do is so normally now, if we say repeat 7 times, or sorry, if we repeat 5 times, we repeat 5 times. But another way we can do this is we're going to basically use this thing, repeat until. So instead of repeating 5 times, I'm just going to move this here. What we're going to do instead is we are going to, how do I say this? We are going to set a variable. So we're going to set loop count. I believe we set loop count to, I'll say we set loop count to 1 first. We set loop count to 1. Let's just see what we can do is we'll use repeat until. So repeat until, so we'll make the loop. So you're going to repeat 5 times. So it's going to start 1, and then it's going to repeat until just say loop count. So no, let's change. Let's repeat until I'm just going to just string this next minute because okay, in coding, everything starts at 0. So just make it run 0, then 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, 5. I'm just going to just explain this, how it works, and then I'm just going to try running this and explain to you how it works. Yeah. So we're going to make it run. Start at 0. It's going to slowly run, and it's going to make it beep. It's going to make it beep. Oh, and let's just change this here. Let's just change it into wait, Misha, I'll get back to you. Just raise your hand with Misha and I'll get back to you. and fix your issues. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we are going to we're gonna make this square equals to 5, and then this is gonna try repeating this 5 times. Let's see if this works. And we're gonna increment loop count. So I'm just gonna set this up, and I'll explain how it works. Just look on, and I'll give an explanation how this will work. Okay, so we are going to set this up here like this. From Edison. Okay, so now from this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just play 6 times. Okay, so it's gonna play only 6 times. So that's interesting. What we're gonna do is let's just see what's going wrong. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we are going to maybe let's just set this up like this. Actually, do you want to explain how we can make this run only 5 times?
I think it's because the set loop count isn't is just 0 and not anything higher.
Well, that's I like the thing. I like the way you think so far. However, it's slightly more complicated than that. I'll explain to you in a little bit why that's the case. But thanks for this, Harrison. Okay, so maybe what we can do is we can try, because we want 6 times. We want to run only 5 times. So let's try this here. This will probably run only 6 times. It only runs 6 times. So let's just try anyway. Okay, so this should run 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it will run 6 times as well. However, if we run this, say, if we put this to 1, we'll try. It will probably run only 5 times. Brendan, I'll get back to you. Just keep your hands up. I'll get back to you. Brendan, I'll get to Brendan, and I'll get to Michelle when everyone is standing. Okay, so let's try. Here. They only run 5 times. Okay, Brendan, do you want to? Did you have something to ask?
It won't work.
Say again?
It won't work.
Okay, yep, exactly. It won't work. But now, I'll explain to you what. What we're going to do now is we are going to okay. So we have a number line here. So what we're going to do is this is called loop counting. We have loop count. Let me just undo this. We have loop count. So we set loop count initially. We set, I'm just going to change here. We set loop count to 1. We set loop count to number 1 here. And then we will have number 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll do how it will work. I'm just going to type everything in. We have 2, we have 3, we have 4, we have 5, and we have 6 here. So we're going to make sure you check Okay, first of all, so how it would work is I'm just going to draw a line here. When we start, it's going to start at number 1 here. Loop count is going to start here. So whenever we wait this loop, so we go here, we check if loop count is at 1. We check if what's it called, loop count is less than 5. So if your loop count is greater than 5, we're calling it number 1 here. 1 is less than 5. So we will continue. You play the note, and then increment is basically increasing by 1. So increment, so I'm just going to change. Increment is loop count equals loop count. Let me just change this about here. Plus 1. Slightly more advanced over here. We are going to. This is going to be more. I'll explain a little bit. Basically now, loop count is at number 2 now. So there's no longer number 1. It's number 2. So now, it will check if it's less than 5. As if it's greater than 5. 2 is less than 5, so we can still run this, and we can increment it again. With 3, we're going to cross this out. We're going to do 3. Okay, now check if it's greater than 5. No, it's not greater than 5. So it'll run, make the note, it'll increase. So we can increase to 4. And then we'll check if it will just basically run this loop here, and then it will go back here. So yeah, so what we'll do is when we get to number 4, it will check if it's greater than 5. It is not greater than 5, so it runs again here in the increment. So it will be basically to number 4. It will get to number 5. Okay, when it reaches number 5, it will check if 5 is greater than 5. Nope, 5 is equals to 5. So it will run this one more time. Okay, then it will run this, the increment one more time. Then it will reach 6. Okay, so it will become 6. We check if 6 is greater than 5. When 6 is greater than 5, it will not run this again. So basically, it will finish everything. So that should be a basic gist of how loops and stuff work. Okay, Jacob, what was your question?
I have to leave right now because I'm going to have dinner.
Okay, that's good. That's fine. Thank you, Jacob. Just watch back later on. I hope you can catch up.
Okay, bye.
Okay, Jacob. Bye. Okay, Harrison.
I now get it with that drawing now.
Okay, that's good. Hope this makes more sense. This will be very
It
useful
does.
when we get to Python. This will make more sense when we get to Python. So yeah. So what we're doing now, we are going to what's it called? Get to the next part. The next part should be now. Okay, so now can everyone try to implement this? It's working. Let's start at number 1. Yeah, awesome. Thank you, Harrison. Misha, what was your issue? What was your thing that didn't work?
I did everything that the thing told me to do. Like I put it in the headphone place and I put my volume to 100. And I even press the round button, but it's not working. It's not doing anything. It's just moving.
Have you pressed? Did you get it working before, right?
It's only doing this.
Second.
It's only moving the wheels.
Okay. But have you got previous programs working before, right? Or up to now, you haven't got your program working. Have you got this working before? So like, have you got any previous Edison program working before? This is week 6 now, so I'm surprised you haven't got it working. So maybe try changing your batteries if your batteries. But
I
in the
just
thing-
did.
Did you play the sounds right?
Yeah.
Okay, just tell me what steps are you doing again?
I programmed it, and then I put this in, and then I did program Edison, and then I did everything that it said to do on the program Edison, and then I pressed program Edison, and then nothing's happening.
Did you disconnect the cable and press play?
No, I kept it on.
Okay, take the cable out and press play. And see if that works. Can you press play?
Mm. Okay.
Okay. Make sure you take the cable out and press play.
It's not working. I tried it with it off.
Okay. Have you? This is question is, in any of the previous classes, have you made your Edison like program anything work at all
No,
for the past few weeks? Nothing at all.
nothing.
Okay. I really recommend you watch the first lesson again. I really recommend you watch the first lesson again. Okay.
But how do I watch the first lesson?
Okay. Can you ask your parents just to send a YouTube video? Ask your parents to email, and then ask for the YouTube videos.
Okay.
Okay. This is week 6 now. You should be working by now.
Misha, just tell your parent to email Brilliant Kids. We will send you the video link. Okay. Then you should watch the first lesson because yeah, that's a very crucial one.
Yeah. So this is week 6. So I assume this is working. But if it hasn't been working up to this point, then please watch it again. Okay, Harrison.
Does that actually work?
Which one?
Does this code actually work?
Yeah, it should be working. Yeah. Should be working.
Okay,
Yeah.
because I don't know how it would, because it says repeat. Oh, never mind.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Awesome. Okay. Thank you, Harrison. So yeah, okay. We have only a few more minutes left. So we have a few more minutes left. Then
Maybe Mishra's robot, she maybe double click the program button, because when I double click it just starts running, or it just shows the old program.
okay, let's maybe try not. Yeah, maybe try not to double click. Maybe that's an idea. Also, thank you for the suggestion, Manisha. Awesome. Okay, so now I'm just going to quickly show you one thing. So increment, you have increment here, but increment is the same as saying set loop count. So what we're going to do is we're going to set. So increment is the same as saying set loop count to loop count plus 1. So we're going to do set loop count to set loop count set loop count here. Set loop count and such. Plus, let me just find this here. Set loop count. Here, we are going to, where is loop count? So this one here. So we're going to do this. He's going to put this here. So we'll put loop count. Loop count plus, I'm just going to clear everything so you should add the idea now. Clear loop count plus 1. You should do the same thing. You should repeat 5 times. Some. I just have to quickly set it up here. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we are going to set this and run like this. So it's going to run 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now let's just see if it increases to 50 here. Let's move this to 50 here. To make it run 50 times. The thing is now, it's going to increase 2, 3, it's going to run forever until 50. Because the thing is now, what we have is we are going to do a line here. We have this leap, so so we have to say 1, 2, wait, 1. Yeah, I'm just going to do this here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then eventually it will get to 50 here. So we'll go every single one here. But then if we make it the leap bigger, we can go to 10. We can make it go to 10, and then 20, 30, 40, 50, etc. You know. So if we increase the leap, it will make it go faster. So if we increase this by 10, this should make it work. So I'm just going to set this up here. This will be much faster. If we increase the leap here, it should make it much faster. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it will stop. So basically what we'll do, it will start at let's just say it will start at so it will start at 1, then 11, then it will go to 21, then go to 31, then it will go to 41, and then it will go to 51, which is so it will go to 51, which is greater than 50. So yeah, so this should be some basics into some mathematical operations like this, and I hope this will help you just provide some of the bigger picture stuff. Okay, it's 7 o'clock now. If this will be covered more, this will be covered now in EdScratch, so EdPython. We'll start EdPython next week, and this will be very helpful when doing EdPython. So yeah, I'll probably wrap up the class now because this is quite a bit of content, and we're not going to overwhelm everybody, and some people have to go. So I'm just going to just wrap up the class right here. Thank you so much for paying attention. Hope you enjoyed EdScratch, and we'll go to EdPython next week. So this will be more advanced, but we'll try to compare the EdPython code with EdScratch code. Awesome. Hope you enjoyed this class, and I'll see you all next week.
Bye.
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 See ya.
Everyone.
Bye.